Hey everyone, so in today's video I'm bringing you my most used products of 2019. Truly, I think what makes a product good is a product that is consistent and super dependable. These are the products I reach for when I need to know my makeup is going to look good. Please tell me you have those products at home where you're like, listen, everything else has gone to shit. I have no idea what to wear. My hair is just, not going to look good tonight, but I know that this foundation is always going to be on point. I know this blush always makes me look alive. These are definitely the standby products. And they're also the ones that I go through and repurchase because that's also a sign that you really, really adore a product. If you enjoyed today's video, definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I hope that you will subscribe if you do enjoy the video. So let's go through as if we are doing our makeup together. I actually have quite a few of the products on my face today. So let's talk about primers. The primer that I'm wearing today and one that I have not been able to put down since I bought it is the Glossier Future Dew. I have plenty of videos on most of these products, so I will try and leave as many of those links down below for you guys. The Glossier Future Dew has been a standby for a few reasons. One, if my skin is really looking tired and I need my skin to look refreshed and gorgeous, I always go to this one because it's kind of like glass skin in a bottle, but it also has skincare benefits. So Glossier has managed to create a product that will give you a lasting glow throughout the day with skincare benefits. And you would think that it would be really easy to create a product that, oh, I put it on and my skin looks glowy the entire day, but it actually is more difficult than you would expect. This keeps my makeup looking fresh throughout the day. I'm really a fan of like a very glassy skin look, so this definitely accomplishes that as well. Just as a whole, if I need my skin to look very healthy and glowy, I always go to this one. Definitely a standby, have not been able to put it down. And my second most used primer of this year has been the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This has definitely become a product that a lot of you like and I hear about quite a bit on YouTube, but really with good reason. I've used this for probably 4 years now. So I love this for a few reasons. I really love that it gives me such a smooth base to work with. Whenever I need my makeup to not settle into any lines, but I also need my face to look moisturized and hydrated, I always go to this one. Makeup just goes on so differently when I have this on, and it really doesn't quite make sense to me why this product would work so much better than other products, but all I can say is that if you've tried it, you know what I'm talking about. It gives the skin the perfect amount of slip, and it's not a slippy product by any means, but really makeup just loves to be applied on top of it. And again, I really love that whenever I wear this, my makeup doesn't crack. My makeup looks better longer when I'm wearing it for that reason. So I always go back to this one. And also, I know a lot of you are like, that's an extremely expensive product. I've not even gone through half of this, and I opened it up this year and use it very, very consistently. So you really don't need much product. Maybe try the sample size and see what you think. This is definitely a home run for me. All right, foundation. This is definitely the number one foundation I've worn this year. It is the Soap & Glory Kick-Ass, also known as the CYO Life Proof. They're both the exact same formula, but you can no longer find CYO products in the United States. So I will be repurchasing this one from now on. If you're new to my channel, I really need my makeup to look super fresh and skin-like, but if I can get a medium coverage out of a foundation, I do like to have that coverage. This manages to give my skin a really pretty, more natural finish. It's not super dewy, which I've actually liked. It just looks like your skin, but better, while also really wearing a very long time. I'm always surprised at how long this wears on my skin and how my makeup looks at the end of the day. I don't think I'm really reaching for any other foundation except for this one. And it's also so affordable. I mean, comparatively, when I look back at all of the expensive foundations that I have bought, I mean, I will shell out for a foundation because I need my skin to look on point. If anything on my face needs to look good, it needs to be my skin. The fact that I don't have to, the fact that this is like, I think under $15, it just blows my mind. I will absolutely keep repurchasing this. Can't really see myself not using it. So my most used concealer of 2019 has been the Maybelline Fit Me. It's been like this for like 5 years now. I just haven't been able to find a concealer that I love as much as this one. I really think that there is something exceptional about it. It manages to look like skin while giving the coverage that I need. It really hydrates the skin, and I never feel like it exaggerates any texture or dryness I have. I can put on a concealer and it covers any darkness or hyperpigmentation that I have, but my skin ends up looking drier. I would rather my skin just not be covered. Texture in makeup with me is super important. Making sure that my skin looks as lifelike and like itself as possible is really important to me. And there are definitely concealers out there that I feel like give me dryness when I don't even have any. Even on a good skin day, they can end up making my dark circles under my eyes look even more sunken because of the texture. So really, this has just been a standby for so long. I just wear this as foundation sometimes because the formula is that good. Next, moving on to some cream face products. I don't have any powder face products to talk about today because again, this is about the most used products. I have been consistently reaching for cream face products for the entire year, and really 1 week of cream blush and 1 week of cream bronzer gave me such experience with cream products. I was really able to find the best of the best, and these two ended up being the ones that I was reaching for the most. So the first cream bronzer is the Fenty Matchstick in Mocha. I have to say, and I already mentioned this in some of my other videos on this product, I was really expecting this to be quite dry. Because the original Fenty foundation was very matte, I just never expected any of the other skin products to jive with me, because if you haven't noticed, that's like definitely not what I like in my makeup products. I don't like a very, very oil controlling matte look to my skin. So I was like, I don't know if I want to try this, but you guys were like, no, try it. I think you're really gonna love it. And I think this formula is so unique. It's unique because of its thinness. So it's a cream product, and a lot of cream products are very smooth and buttery and thick, and though I really enjoy those products too, this is able to give you such a diffused and skin-like effect because you can build it with very thin layers on the skin, and it ends up giving you, I'm wearing it today, like such a pretty bronze effect for real life. It really just looks like your own bronze skin. And that's, again, at the end of the day, that's the goal for me. To have such a thin and workable product that isn't patchy is really, really difficult to do. So definitely, you know, hats off to Fenty. This formula I think is very unique and great. And my most used cream bronzer as well, because I have been using them quite often, is the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer. I think a lot of you have already heard of this product, but I recommend it over and over again for a few reasons. One, the amount of product you get. A complete 1 ounce of product. It gives you such a dewy look to your skin. So if you really want that super fresh and dewy bronze look, it's awesome. It never looks patchy, which is a pet peeve with cream products, especially with bronzer or cream contour. That really pasty, patchy look, I just hate that look on the skin. This never looks patchy. It always looks super natural, and it's really difficult to mess up because actually both of these aren't super, super pigmented, which I love. I love that you can really build them up. If you want something more on like the skin-like to matte side, go with this. If you want a very dewy, glossy cheek look with bronzer, I would go for the Milk. And my most used cream blushes. So the first I want to talk about is the Honest Beauty cream blushes. I've talked at length about these because I feel very passionately about them. They're so, so good. If you're afraid of cream blush, this is definitely an awesome place to start. The shade Coral Peach and Peony Pink are my two favorites, but Coral Peach like definitely has my heart. They're awesome because they give you a little bit more of a matte look. It ends up looking like a really pretty stain on the skin. They're pigmented and you don't need much, but really they layer perfectly on top of any makeup that you have. Imagine that I have completely powdered my skin. I'm wearing a very matte makeup look. You can still take these and go in with like a small stipple brush or even just your fingers and tap some on the cheeks. and these really, really last. I know a lot of the complaints a lot of people have for cream products is, one, they're not going to last on my skin, they're going to make me look oily. These will never make you look oily. It's like a just bitten effect, but for the cheeks, and really they last so long on the skin, and they're also quite affordable. I just can't get enough of them. And next we have the Cosmetics Serum Blush in Sunset Sky. Such a gorgeous color if you want like a very soft sunburnt effect. I love a lot of the other colors, but this has really been the standout for me. It's actually what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. The texture of this product is really pretty because it gives you a very, very dewy effect while being such a thin consistency. This is like an oil serum sort of hybrid, I would say, but it doesn't disrupt any of the foundation under it. So Cosmetics has managed to create a really unique like liquid cream blush with a thin texture, a dewy finish, but you don't have to worry about it slipping all over the face. I do not know how they did it, but I appreciate that they did because I'm going back to this over and over again. I actually have swatches of all of the shades, and I have that video linked down below. So moving on to the eyes, this is the like one shadow look I have on my eyes today, and it is the Rituelle De Filles Ashen Umber Eye Soot and Half-Life. When I did 1 week of cream eyeshadow on my channel, I was most impressed by this shade and this formula. It's a pigment mixed with an oil, so it ends up giving you a really natural look. It has pigment, but it looks creamy, which it's one of the reasons I've stayed away from eyeshadow for so long until this year, is that whatever eyeshadow I would wear, I would end up looking very textured on my lids, and my lids ended up looking like heavy. I really didn't like the texture that it gave my eyelids, but with using this product, it's super easy because you don't have to stick a finger in here. You just throw a brush in here, apply it to the lids, and you're done, and it gives you, a defined eye look that still looks very natural, and it's going to look like you. Gives you that perfect bit of definition while also kind of just looking like natural definition, like natural shadow on the lid. Very, very pretty. The formula lasts very long on my lids as well. I will say that experimenting with some of the other shades I do find have a little bit of fallout. Not a ton, but I've never experienced that with this shade in particular, and this is definitely my favorite. Next, talking about mascara, I should have kept the tube before I threw it away. It's the CoverGirl Lashblast Volume. It's the orange tube. It gives you very long, fluttery lashes, but it has the plastic bristles, and the bristles aren't too hard. I love the separation that it gives me while also giving me the definition that I need from mascara. Never looks clumpy, and I really, really dislike clumpy mascara. I'm pretty sure I've been using that mascara since like freshman year of high school, and the combo that I use with it is the Kevyn Auccoin eyelash curler. The Kevyn Auccoin will never hurt your lashes, never pull them out or pinch your eyelids. It really holds a curl, and it gets every single lash, and I think that's super important with eyelash curlers, that it's not leaving out any lashes on the corners. As you start using that eyelash curler, you really can't go back to using some of the cheapies. As for brows, the Glossier Boy Brow in Clear has been definitely my most used brow product. I don't need a ton of extra definition with my eyebrows, though I love and consistently use an eyebrow pencil. I kind of go all over the place with that. I definitely love like the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I really like the one from Cosmetics. But if there's one product that I know I use up and consistently use, the Boy Brow Clear Pomade from Glossier. It will give you that really soft, feathery look to the front of your eyebrows that I love without adding extra color, and I think that ends up making the eyebrows look even more natural and even more feathery. And now for the fun part. So I have 3 lip colors. These are my top 3 most used lip colors. Let's first start off with what is on my lips right now. You guys definitely saw this coming. It's the Vinyl Lip Lip from Glossier Play in the shade Pony. There's just nothing else out there like this. The color is so natural, but just has that little bit of edge and definition. So one, I think the color is exceptional, but also just the formula on this gives you such a plump, plush look to your lips. It's buildable. You can definitely get quite a bit of pigment out of it if you build it up, but just wearing it like this on its own, texture doesn't translate as a lot of lip color on the lips. it manages to give you like a slight sheen. And I just feel like whenever I wear this, my lips look bigger. So I always tend to wear it. I'm super picky with lip products. I think I've mentioned that before on my channel. I don't wear lip products every single day like some people do. So the fact that I've gone through so much of this and I seek it out to wear it, I know it's really, really special. Out of all three of these, this is definitely my most used. The Nars lipstick in Dolce Vita. Nars recently reformulated their lipsticks. It comes in 3 different finishes, and this is the sheer finish. This color is so gorgeous. Dolce Vita is like a very iconic Nars color, but other than the color, the formula is so pretty. I almost feel like it's a hybrid sheer lipstick and sheer balm that lasts longer than a balm typically would. If you do have more dry lips, this is going to be such an effortless lipstick, and I definitely need my lip products to be effortless on an everyday basis. This is going to go with every look. It's going to look really fresh and pretty. You can apply it without a mirror just because it's so mistake proof. And that little bit of translucence I think is super flattering on the lips as well. It's not full opacity. The sheer formula to me in these lipsticks is definitely a home run. And lastly, we have the Glossier lip gloss in red. In the tube, this looks so much differently than it ends up translating on the lips. It's kind of like a strawberry translucent red that fills in any of the lines. I mean, I've mentioned before how much I love the Glossier lip glosses because they really just completely glide over any lines and fill them in and make your lips look so big and juicy without them being sticky. It's a perfect formula for that reason. But this shade in particular really just does something differently. I love it because you can wear it on its own, and on its own it just gives you such a fresh, plump lip look. I'll apply a little bit on top of this. It just adds so much light to the lips. See how my bottom lip looks like twice as big now? That little bit of tint ends up making this like a very fresh, wearable gloss for every day. Anyone can use this shade and it will just brighten up your entire look. So definitely recommend this one. Let me know if you'd like to see a most used skincare video of 2019. I can also add in hair products. I think that would be fun as well. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, if you thought it was helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, and that way I know the video was super helpful, and I hope you'll subscribe. Definitely check out some of my other videos, and I will see you in my next one.